Now, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video, and welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. So recently, Raila Odinga has been facing a lot of political rejection from his own Azimio La Umoja Alliance elected leaders. In this video today, I'm going to explain my critical analysis based on one, the ODM party rebels from the Luo Nyanza region where Raila Odinga comes from, who publicly disassociated themselves from Raila Odinga as they declare their full support for President William Samoei Ruto. We are also going to talk about the Azimio La Umoja Alliance leaders who are boycotting Raila Odinga's demonstrations across the country. Also, we are going to talk about the Azimio La Umoja Alliance affiliated parties who have defected from Azimio La Umoja as they declare their support for William Samoei Ruto. We are also going to talk about the Azimio La Umoja Alliance leaders who are publicly insulting Raila Odinga without fear. And finally, we will talk about what Raila Odinga must do to prevent more rejection from the Azimio La Umoja Alliance. But just before we go into deeper details for this video, in case you are here for the first time, or maybe you are currently watching this and you haven't subscribed, I'm just requesting you to kindly support me by subscribing, and also please don't forget to press the notification bell so that each and every time I upload a video here, YouTube will automatically update you through the notification. And to my returning subscribers, to my loyal viewers, and to my supporters, I also want to take this opportunity to appreciate you so much for your continued support. So feel very much welcome on this channel, and I don't take your support for granted. Now let us go straight into our critical analysis for today, and in this video I just want to try as much as possible to be very much brief enough. So let's begin with the ODM party rebels from the Luo Nyanza region who visited who went for a meeting in State House together with William Samoei Ruto. Raila Odinga has already initiated their punishment. The problem here is Raila Odinga on the other side, he has maintained that he does not recognize William Ruto as the President of the Republic of Kenya. And that is why he has warned his Azimio La Umoja Alliance elected leaders against associating themselves, against meeting with William Ruto. But on the other side, the Azimio La Umoja Alliance elected leaders cannot operate, cannot initiate their development projects to the people who elected them without the support of the national government. Let me give you an example of this situation that Jalango has been facing recently. The first development projects that William Ruto initiated immediately he became the President of the Republic of Kenya, it was in Lang'ata constituency, whereby he initiated the housing project, and Jalango was in that event. So when Jalango met with William Ruto recently, it was about the discussion, or the discussion was all about the housing project that William Ruto is going to initiate there. Let us talk about the ODM party rebels from the Luo Nyanza region who met with William Ruto. Recently, William Ruto was in Kisumu County, he was in Homa Bay and the larger parts of the Luo Nyanza region. And these elected leaders welcomed William Ruto very well with the permission from their leader Raila Amolo Odinga. And William Ruto cannot initiate the development project that they discussed there in the Luo Nyanza region without the support of these leaders. So Raila Odinga trying to punish these leaders for meeting with William Ruto to discuss the development projects, that's becoming an issue, and that is why they have decided to defect from Azimio La Umoja Alliance, and they have decided to disassociate themselves from Raila Odinga. Secondly, let us talk about the Azimio La Umoja Alliance leaders who are boycotting Raila Odinga's demonstrations across the country. From these leaders, whenever they talk, they are saying that the demonstration rallies that Raila Odinga has been holding severally or across the country does not have any proper meaning, does not mean well to the people of the Republic of Kenya, does not initiate the challenges, does not solve the problems that Kenyans are facing. That is why they have decided to disassociate themselves or to boycott this Azimio La Umoja Alliance protest across the country. Let me give you an example of the Makueni County Governor, Mutula Kilonzo, who publicly said that he will not attend any of Raila Odinga's demonstration rallies unless the Ukambani region gets enough water, unless the Ukambani region gets enough development, the airstrip, the roads, a lot of roads to be constructed in his county, just like what the former president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, did to the Luo Nyanza region. Remember that Raila Odinga is taking demonstrations across the country to his other strongholds, but when it comes to Kisumu County, where he comes from, or in the Luo Nyanza region where he comes from, Raila Odinga is welcoming William Ruto to initiate development project. So what does that mean? Does he mean well to the people or to the strongholds who have supported him recently? No. That is why these leaders are boycotting from his Azimio La Umoja Alliance demonstration rally. So let us talk about the Azimio La Umoja Alliance affiliated parties who have already defected from the Azimio La Umoja Alliance. Majority of these affiliated parties, according to them, they are saying that they were being intimidated in the previous regime, that if you don't support Raila Odinga, then you can be arrested. You can be. So majority of them basically who joined to support Raila Odinga in the Azimio La Umoja Alliance were forced to do that, and that is why now they have gotten their freedom to support whoever they want without intimidation, without harassment, without frustration, and that is why they have defected from Azimio La Umoja Alliance. Also, they have defected to support William Ruto simply because they cannot withstand the pressure of the opposition. Majority of them, they have been in government all through. Like, for example, the Jubilee Party was the previous ruling regime. How does it feel when the ruling party becomes an opposition party? It's so much embarrassing. That is why the Jubilee Party is currently divided. There are a majority of them who are supporting William Ruto, while others are supporting Raila Odinga, which are very minimal. A few of them are doing that because they cannot support William Ruto because they were part of the people who frustrated William Ruto. They are part of the people who harassed, who intimidated William Ruto together with his allies in the previous Jubilee administration. That is why they are very much, they cannot do that. They cannot join William Ruto. That is the only thing, the only barrier that is preventing them to do that. Somebody like Murade, somebody like Jeremiah Kioni, and the rest. Also, let us talk about the Azimio La Umoja Alliance leaders, elected leaders, who are publicly insulting Raila Odinga. Majority of them are calling Raila Odinga's names, and Raila Odinga, majority of them, they were elected through the support of Raila Odinga. Without Raila Odinga, these leaders would not have become, or would not have been elected with the people who elected them. But in my considered opinion, the reason as to why these leaders are insulting Raila Odinga publicly without fear, it is because of, one, maybe because of the bitter fallout. Raila Odinga has already initiated their punishment. Maybe it is because of they have already been kicked out from Azimio La Umoja Alliance. Remember that Raila Odinga has got a problem with keeping friends in his political circle, and that issue has costed Raila Odinga's political career so badly. So, like, for example, let's talk about people like Evans Kidero, somebody who Raila Odinga wronged very badly in the previous 2022 general election. Somebody like the Bondo member of the National Assembly, George Ochanda, who was recently kicked out, and the development projects or the leadership activities that he has taken through the ODM party, and instead of you rewarding them, you reward these people by kicking them out. That is really bad. So these people, because of that bitter fallout, that is why they are insulting Raila Odinga as they declare their full support, embarrassing Raila Odinga as they support William Samoei Ruto. So let us go straight into a final discussion on what Raila Odinga must do to ensure that he prevents the more rejection from his own Azimio La Umoja Alliance. In my considered opinion, first of all, if you can look at, from my observation, you can clearly tell that these leaders are rejecting Raila Odinga because of the pressure that he is pressing them, and on the other side, the government is pressing them, and the people who elected them are pressing them also. So they have to be free. They have to be free. So Raila Odinga, in my considered opinion, should allow these leaders to work with the national government for the sake of the people who elected them. Because by the end of 5 years, these leaders, when they go back to their regions where they were elected, whenever they will, the people who elected them will ask them, what have you done so far in these 5 years? What's your record that we can see? And if the record was only to support Raila Odinga's demonstrations across the country without initiating any development projects in their region, then they will definitely lose in the 2027 general election. So I think Raila Odinga, first of all, should just allow these leaders to work with William Ruto. Otherwise, they will defect more and more, because their only reason as to why they are defecting is just because they want to initiate development projects with the help of the national government. Secondly, I think Raila Odinga should just stop these unnecessary demonstrations. People who are boycotting Raila Odinga's demonstrations, leaders who are rejecting Raila Odinga, it is because of these demonstrations cannot solve the problems of the people of the Republic of Kenya, just like I had said earlier on. Instead, they are causing more chaos. They are distracting the peace of this country. Whenever there is no peace, there is no development project. Like for example, recently when Raila Odinga held his Azimio la Umoja Alliance anti-Ruto demonstration in Kisii County, we saw what happened there, the chaos that erupted there. Majority of people were injured, So this unnecessary demonstration, I think Raila Odinga should stop, and should stop forcing the leaders of Azimio la Umoja Alliance to attend these Azimio la Umoja Alliance demonstrations. He should stop forcing them. Let the leaders, or he should just come up with a task force like the Jeshi la Baba and the leaders who he should select. There are a majority of Azimio la Umoja Alliance leaders who lost the previous 2022 general election. I think he should just call them back, because they may be their idol, maybe others do not have anything to do. He should now initiate them in the task force to lead Raila Odinga's demonstrations across the country. Otherwise, the leaders who have been elected, he should ensure that they work with the national government and they deliver their projects to the people who elected them. And also, Raila Odinga must stop punishing the Azimio la Umoja Alliance leaders. Punishing them each and every time. If you punish somebody each and every time, then they will no longer listen to you. Instead, they will decide, come and buy, and they decide to defect. Majority of them are defecting simply because of the punishment, simply because of the strict rules, simply because of the intimidation, simply because of the harassment and whatever Raila Odinga is doing to them. I think Raila Odinga should just reward them with something good. Whenever you do a mistake in Raila Odinga's camp, Raila Odinga cannot must punish you. But whenever you do good in Raila Odinga's camp, Raila Odinga cannot even recognize you, cannot even reward you in one way or another, just to appreciate you. So in my considered opinion, that was my analysis for today. I don't know, let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching my videos. Until next time, my name is Json, but please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.